What is that?
Mogwai.
What's he doing?
Singing. He does that sometimes.
It's Christmas in the quiet town of Kingston Falls. Snow glistens on rooftops, lights twinkle in windows, and somewhere in the shadows, something small, furry, and very mischievous is about to change everything.
You know the rules. Don't feed them after midnight. Keep them out of the sunlight. And whatever you do, don't get them wet.
Today, we're talking Gremlins, the film that made us all want a Mogwai and then immediately regret it.
Welcome to the Shermer High Alumni Association.
I'm Kristen.
I'm Janine.
And I'm Carol. And we rewatch movies from the 80s to determine, did that age well? Join us as we rewind, rewatch, and remember the decade that shaped us.
Hey, everyone.
Hi.
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 What's up?
We're together again.
We are.
Together again. Ain't it nice to be
Now we get jazz hands.
It's fun. It's fun being in person.
Yeah. Thanks for gracing us with your presence.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for coming to Cleveland. Just to see us.
Just to see you guys. Nothing more, nothing less.
It was very kind of you.
Yep. Yeah, it was. How was your week?
Chaotic, as always.
You have a more chaotic week than Janine or I.
Yeah. Well, I had to go shopping and have my scout meeting and yeah, just all sorts of stuff going on. So, and it's fine. And I had to watch Gremlins.
Was it what you remembered it?
So my only memory of Gremlins is being about 5 years old, maybe. What would that have made you? 13?
Yes.
13, 14. So maybe I was 6. And I remember you had a couple of friends over and you were babysitting me. But you guys were watching Gremlins.
Really?
And I would sneak down the Lakeland stairs to peek around the wall there and just see what the status of the movie is because it freaked me the fuck out.
Okay.
So, you were actually calm. You and your friends were just sitting around watching this movie, but I couldn't tolerate it. It was the scariest thing ever.
I mean, when they become scary, they're scary.
Yeah.
Well,
as adults, I find them hilarious. But
yeah,
when we were little, yes, they're very scary.
Yeah. So I have not. I have been triggered by Gremlins. I have not watched it since then.
When did this movie come out?
1984.
Oh, okay. No, so I would have been 10.
I don't. But you were watching it at home
later on.
So
okay. Got it. Yeah. Okay. So, struggling inventor Randall Peltzer visits a Chinatown antique store to find a Christmas present for his son Billy while he's also trying to sell his wares. In it, Randall uncovers a small and furry creature called a Mogwai, which is Cantonese for devil. The devil. And the owner of the shop, Mr. Wing, he refuses to sell it to Randall, but the grandson secretly does, quickly warning Randall to remember 3 important rules concerning its care. Keep the creature away from light, especially sunlight, which will kill it. Do not let it come into contact with water. And above all, do not ever let it eat after midnight.
I feel like that could be rules for a lot of us.
I think they're just general rules for
Except water. We need water.
True.
But, we shouldn't eat after midnight. So that's a good Mogwai rule.
Yep.
So, Zach Galligan, born February 14th, 1964. He's an American actor. He's best known for starring as Billy Peltzer in the comedy horror film Gremlins and Gremlins 2, The New Batch. So apparently that's his claim to fame.
So he seems to, it is like, but he's like
he's the king of guest TV roles.
Yeah. So
did we name him that, or did
I did?
You did? Okay.
It's just like every year, just one episode of like
Something.
every TV show known to man.
Yeah, I see that.
interesting.
Yeah.
He's just like, I don't need any more primary roles. I just need to make ends meet.
Yeah. So it was written by Chris Columbus, which, Chris Columbus.
Which is worth mentioning because where was this in his... Which is so interesting because his IMDb doesn't have anything before 1995 in it.
That's weird.
Is it a different Chris Columbus?
How many Chris Columbuses are there?
Wait, hold on. Here we go. Okay, what year is this?
84.
Okay, well, we got to 87. Okay, he wrote Gremlins.
Correct. Yeah,
He was the writer.
that's what it says.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Who directed it?
Dante something.
Joe Dante.
Oh, gotcha. But this isn't the first time we've seen Chris Columbus, right? We saw him in Adventures in Babysitting.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we see him in anything else?
I don't think so. Not yet.
I don't think we have yet.
He has done quite a bit though.
Yeah, 100%. And I think we talked about him when we did Adventures in Babysitting.
Because of course he did Harry Potter.
Right.
Well, yes. So we also have Howie Mandel, which
I don't think I knew that.
I did not know that. I was like, they listed it as Howard Mandel.
Howard Michael Mandel, who was born November 29, 1955. He's a Canadian comedian, television personality, actor, and producer. He's best known for voicing Gizmo. Well, I'm sorry. He's known for voicing Gizmo in the 1984 film Gremlins and the 1990 sequel, Gremlins 2, The New Batch, playing rowdy emergency room resident Dr. Wayne Fickus on the NBC medical drama St. Elsewhere, and creating and starring in the Fox children's cartoon Bobby's World. He has also been a judge on NBC's America's Got Talent since 2010 and City TV's Canada's Got Talent since 2022. He's hosted the American NBC and later CNBC game show Deal or No Deal, as well as the show's daytime and Canadian English counterparts. So Howie Mandel, we know him.
Gizmo.
And he's the big germaphobe, right?
Is he?
He's a huge germaphobe.
Is he?
Like, you can't touch him.
Okay.
Does it say that in his...
I hope not. Like, that's probably not something you want on your wiki.
I mean, I don't know that I would be embarrassed of that. And we've got our man, Corey Feldman. I think we've touched on him before.
Have we?
Have we?
Has he been in another movie we've done?
Maybe not. Maybe not yet. Now that I think about it. So Corey Feldman began his career at the age of 3, starring in a Clio award-winning McDonald's commercial. And he has sustained a career... Oh, I just clicked out of that. For nearly 50 years, and a steadily working actor and more than 80 films under his belt. Corey began his career in guest starring roles on television series such as Mork and Mindy, Alice, Eight is Enough before landing a regular part on the sitcom The Bad News Bears. In the same year, Feldman made his big screen debut in Time After Time. Over the next few years, Feldman continued making guest appearances in many television shows, and in 1981, Feldman supplied the voice of young Cooper in Disney's The Fox and the Hound. Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, launched Feldman's career in the horror genre with the role of the main character, Tommy Jarvis, as a child. He reprised that role in Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. Feldman then began a series of appearances in blockbuster films such as Gremlins in 1984, The Goonies in 1985, and Stand By Me in 1986.
So he's done a lot.
In 1987, Feldman won the Jackie Coogan Award for Stand By Me and appeared in the legendary cult classic film The Lost Boys alongside Jason Patric and Kiefer Sutherland. In 1988, he won the Young Artist Award for the Best Young Actor in a Horror Motion Picture for his performance in The Lost Boys. We could go on.
I know. I think we can talk about him because then he has a whole music career.
Yeah,
he's got some philanthropy arm. But he's also done all the drugs. He's done all the things. He's, I mean, he's up there with like Robert Downey.
Yeah.
Not as old, but like,
well, when you hit that much fame in such a short period of
at
time,
such a young age.
I mean, if there was an 80s movie, he was pretty much in it, it seemed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the other Corey? Was the other Corey the one that died?
Yeah.
Corey Haim. Yeah. Because it was like the two Coreys for a while.
Yep.
Wasn't it?
Yep. And they were besties.
Yeah. And Whoopi Corey.
Yes. So we've got Phoebe Cates, the hot girl from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
We haven't done yet.
We haven't done that yet. Phoebe Belle Cates was born on July 16th, 1963 in New York City, New York, and raised there. She's the daughter of Lily and Joseph Cates, who was a Broadway producer and television pioneer. Her uncle was director-producer Gilbert Cates. Phoebe is of Russian Jewish and 1/4 Chinese descent. She studied at Miss Hewitt's School and at the Professional Children's School in New York City. She took classes at Juilliard when she was 10 years old for 3.5 years until a knee injury forced her to stop. So Phoebe had been a busy New York model starting at the age of 14. She since has been featured on covers of 417 magazines, 2 Elle covers, a British Vogue, and Andy Warhol's Interview, as well as in numerous layouts and other magazines. She actively pursued her modeling career until she met her film agent at a party in New York's Studio 54. All right. So we also have Judge Reinhold, which you don't know who Judge Reinhold is, then.
Why do you not know who he is?
Oh,
Yeah.
He was in Fast Times.
yeah. Was this movie made before Fast Times? Is this the first time him and Phoebe are together? Or did they already film Fast Times?
Fast Times was in 82. This was in 84.
Cool. So Phoebe and Judge had already worked together.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So,
But then he was on a TV show. He was on a TV show for a while, was he not? He was in Beverly Hills Cop. That's what really made him like.
yeah. So
big deal.
His films include Stripes, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Gremlins, Disney's Christmas franchises, The Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3, Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3. He continually does films internationally.
I think his most important one is he was the close talker on Seinfeld.
Yes. He was on Arrested Development. Yeah. So now we can talk about budget.
So this was released June 8th of 84. Did a lot of 84. And its budget was $11 million, which is definitely higher than what we normally see. But it grossed $212 million. Like, this is a franchise. This is a cash cow. Who distributed this? Do we know?
Warner Brothers.
And I just saw it today where Gremlins 3 is coming out in 2027.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I need to see that, but did very well. You ready to get into it?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Troll. All right. So once upon a time in the small town of Kingston Falls, a young man named Billy Peltzer, worked at a local bank. He was always worried about his beloved dog Barney, who had caught the eye of the town's mean-spirited widow, Ruby Deagle. Which, what a name. Like, she really fit into the Ruby Deagle name role. Like, when you look at someone, you're like,
And that was Flo, right?
I think so. Because she looks very familiar. Who's Flo?
Oh my God, what was the show? Alice.
Alice.
She was
Yes.
Flo. Yeah.
This makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
So one day, Billy's father returned home from, was he in China, right? China?
No, he was in a Chinatown.
A Chinatown. Okay.
Oh, thinking about it.
Yeah. I don't know where he was.
Like,
Okay.
I'm assuming that Chinatown near wherever they lived.
Interesting. Okay. It was a very authentic Chinatown.
Mm-hmm.
It seems. So his father came home with a mysterious and adorable creature called a mogwai. Mogwai? Mogwai. which they named Gizmo. So along with this gift came strict rules that must never be broken. Billy quickly, when those rules were, as we already went over, no sun, no light, no direct sunlight. Well, that's all in one. Do not expose to water. Do not feed after midnight. So Billy quickly became attached to Gizmo, who was gentle and sweet-natured.
Adorable.
He was freaking adorable. Like, I can understand how this was a big marketing ploy.
Yeah.
With,
I mean, we
selling.
owned Gizmo at least.
Yes,
Like, there was at least
for sure.
one Gizmo in our life.
Yes. He's adorable.
Yeah.
But trouble soon brewed when Billy's friend, Pete Fontaine, accidentally, who was played by Corey Feldman.
Let's stop here. So when we are in that scene with the dad and he's buying the Gizmo and he's talking about buying a present for his son, Billy.
Mm-hmm.
And you even get to that scene where he's at the bank and he works with Phoebe Cates, whatever her name is.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another scene. I think this is before Gizmo, where they're at a bar and Billy's drinking a beer. So you obviously know Billy's not a child.
Right.
He is like, I think the first time you see him, he's trying to start a car.
Yeah. Yeah. It says Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah. And so it's like, wait a minute. Billy's not a child. He is an actual...
He's a grown-ass
adult man. And then you get to this scene with Corey. And so this adult man is hanging out in his bedroom
Little kid.
with this little kid.
Who was dressed as a Christmas tree, which I kind of want that.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas tree.
It just
Irks you.
It struck me weird. And there's a few other thing where there's this infantilization of Billy, where it's like Billy's an adult, but he's not even a high schooler. Like,
right, because he goes to the high school, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
So
it's like something wrong with Billy. Like, wait,
yeah,
he's obviously over the age of 21. Still living at home with his parents.
Unless that's back when you could drink at 18?
Nope. No, it's not. So it was just weird because, like, when you first start watching, you're like, oh, he's getting his little boy a gift. He's like, no, you're getting your grown ass son a gift.
Right.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying.
How does Billy know Corey Feldman
Is he a neighbor?
character?
I don't really.
Oh, he worked at the Christmas tree lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but what does the Christmas tree lot have to do with Billy?
Maybe it's just a small town.
I think it's just
It
a small
is.
town. I think he's a neighbor. I think they know each other. But I don't know. Go on. I just thought it was weird. He was just kind of sprawled on his bed. Like,
It was very comfortable.
he was very comfortable. I just thought,
They've known each other a long time, even though Corey looks like he's about 12.
yeah,
or younger.
which is interesting, I thought.
But we don't know. Corey could Peter, I'm sorry.
Peter.
Pete could also have been older than we think.
I don't think so, because I think something gets mentioned. Or that he's a student of the school or something. Like, he's significantly younger. It's just, I just thought it was interesting. I don't know if that's on purpose or if it's supposed to, I don't know. I just thought it was weird.
Yeah. I hear you. I get it.
Who's not a relative, right?
Yeah.
Like if it was your cousin laying there or something.
Yeah.
Maybe they're related.
Maybe they're related. Like, let's go with that for now.
Let's hope.
I feel better with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Pete is on Billy's bed.
Yes.
And he accidentally spills water on Gizmo. And to everyone's shock, 5 new Mogwai pop out of Gizmo.
Mhm.
These newcomers are much more mischievous, especially their leader, Stripe, who sported a striking white tuft down his head. So curious about these strange creatures, Billy took one of his old science...
Keep going.
So Billy took one of these to his old science teacher, Mr. Hansen, which this is where we're getting back into Billy just randomly going back to his high school as an adult, because we all do that. So
I go back to my high school all the time and just,
I forgot to bring this before we started recording, but I got this from our father today.
Oh. It's a Gremlins duck.
But right, so it's a Gremlins duck.
Oh,
We can play on the Jeep.
yeah. Are you allowed to gift yourself a duck?
It's from Dad. It's from Dad.
Okay. That's awesome.
Is that vintage?
He said he got it from Five Below.
Lovely.
So I don't think it's vintage.
Interesting.
Sorry, we brought up Stripe and I was like, oh my gosh.
Wait a minute.
Ding, ding. Yes. That's awesome.
Sorry.
So Mr. Hansen now has one of these creatures, and his experiments led to yet another Mogwai appearing. Meanwhile, back at Billy's house, Stripe and his gang fooled Billy into feeding them after midnight by tampering with his clock.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So Billy thought it was 11:35, but it was really after midnight. So all these cute little Mogwais are in this box like little puppies,
Those little assholes.
and they're chowing at drumsticks of chicken.
That was really weird.
That was really weird.
Like, it was like white pus or something on their mouth.
These weird close-ups.
Yes. It's like, that's not what it would look like if you were eating chicken.
Yeah.
Like that. And I rewound it and I'm like, that's not right.
What also isn't right is just having a huge platter of chicken drumsticks uncovered
In the
your
fridge.
refrigerator. I made that mention. I don't know who I watched this with, but it was like, it's just uncovered
weird.
chicken. I don't want that.
And how, like, okay, if I had a Mogwai, like, I don't know that that's what I would think to feed them.
Right.
Like, I don't know what I would, that's not the first thing that I'd be like, you know what they probably eat is chicken drums.
Let me go get this plate of chicken drumsticks that definitely my mom has no plan for outside
Right.
of feeding these
I
little
would probably
animals.
think, like, this is the 80s, but I would probably think, like, I'd need to go to, like, a pet store and get something that's like dog food or cat
I kind of
food or
associate them with rabbits. Like I was thinking they would eat carrots.
yeah, like something of that nature, but not like chicken drumsticks. Like,
Right. And a shitload of them.
you know what that's probably what they eat.
That's like the kind of shit you come home and like your kid has like completely eaten something that you needed for like a recipe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's what Billy did with the chicken. Like, and it, I think it was disrespectful to his mother,
It really
even though it was still uncovered chicken.
There was a whole lot that went on in this movie that was very disrespectful to the mother.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
I mean, think
Period.
about the movie as a whole. Like the dad with all these stupid inventions that just totally ruined their house. And then he brings home the Mogwai that, he doesn't really care about the rules that apply to them. And then they multiply and ruin their house. And just, I don't know, just the whole, she's just like,
She's just like a bystander of
Yeah,
in all of it.
like this coffee machine that's just like all over the place.
So he lowers the plate of chicken into the like box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have all these really weird close-up scenes, and it was just hilarious.
And then he's like, here, do you want one? Like pulls one out
And Gizmo's like,
Gizmo.
no. Like,
I think Gizmo knew it was after midnight. I don't know. I think Gizmo wanted nothing to do with those shenanigans.
Well, the food broke the rules, and now the Mogwai formed into these really creepy, eerie cocoons.
God, they're so slimy.
and talk about what that looked like.
Wow.
Did not look appropriate at all. We'll just say it looked like snots. It looked like
Go with snot.
it was covered in snots.
Well, coincidentally, the one that is in Mr. Hansen's office gets a hold of his sandwich and also eats after midnight
Right. Yeah.
because it was like 2:30 a.m.
Well, he didn't know the rules.
He did know
know
the
the
rules.
rules.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gave him the
But
rules.
he left his sandwich out, and the Mogwai
Yeah.
like through the cage and got it out.
So irresponsible of that teacher.
Right. Like you're just leaving for the night and leave all your food on the counter. That's cool. So now that Mogwai is also cocooning.
Oh, right. Because he's in the cage.
Yep.
And yeah.
So when the cocoons finally hatch, they unleash terrifying gremlins.
Those cocoons are
No go on the cocoons.
Yeah. They're, I mean, they all kind of look like the Salacious Crumb from Star Wars.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Jabba the Hutt's little
Yeah.
guy.
okay.
That's what they just look like, kind of green, slimy, salacious crumbs.
Yeah, kind of.
They're greedy reptilian monsters bent on chaos. Make that a new
And that is what it is. It is chaos.
chaos.
It's not like killing or like doing anything super malicious. It's just like running amok.
Just being complete assholes everywhere.
Yeah. It's kind of like having toddlers.
Yeah.
A lot of them. And they're slimy.
That eat
Yeah.
drumsticks.
And they throw plates at you. And so this is where Mr. Hansen falls victim to his own gremlin. And at the Peltzer home, Gizmo was tortured by, I know, I feel so bad for Gizmo. But he's okay. He's okay. He's okay, guys.
I know.
He's okay.
Yeah.
But he was tortured while Billy's mother, Lynn, was attacked by the gremlins, which that was like the first super duper creepy scene of the movie was this mom just fighting these gremlins, and
she was a badass.
she
Like,
was
absolute badass.
She really was.
I would not have done the same.
I don't know.
I think I would be right out that door. and collect the homeowner's insurance.
Okay.
With courage and quick thinking, Lynn and Billy managed to defeat all of the gremlins in their home, which was very badass, except for the cunning Stripe. Stripe was always one step ahead and escaped to the local YMCA. There, he dove into the swimming pool, and in an instant, the water spawned an entire army of gremlins because water.
Yeah.
So these new monsters spilled out into Kingston Falls, causing chaos everywhere they went. People were hurt, and some, like Deagle, didn't survive the mayhem. Now, we need to go back a little bit to Deagle and her disdain for Barney. And like when she went into the bank and was talking to Billy about
the dog.
Yeah, she really hated the dog.
She really
hated the dog.
She really wanted to.
She wanted
physically
to off
harm
the dog.
that dog.
Yeah.
I blocked that out.
Yes. At the beginning, she wanted to make sure that the dog was
Gone. So
Nay, the Og Day.
now that Mrs. Deagle is gone, we don't really feel bad about that.
No.
Because she was
If you don't like dogs, then
That's
Right.
what happens.
that's what happens to you.
Yeah.
right.
And we don't feel bad about
Yeah.
it.
Right. So Deagle's now gone due to the gremlins, and even the police were powerless against the gremlins' destructive tricks. In the midst of the turmoil, Billy fought his way to the bar, which is what you do,
Absolutely.
where his coworker and friend Kate Beringer were trapped by the creatures.
Yeah, they were forcing her to bartend.
Yeah. And this is where it got funny to me. Like in the house scene, it was scary, but at the bar scene, it was hilarious.
Yes.
It was. Like with the female gremlins, I guess, with the earrings and wigs.
Yes.
And
they're playing poker.
Yeah.
Like,
The shenanigans.
yeah.
yeah, it was fun. Then
It was
they're-
funny.
They're drinking and like drunk laughing with each other. I'm like, okay, so this is where the comedy sector comes in because it was going over my head at that point.
Yeah.
So, braving the danger, Billy rescues Kate, and together they sought safety in the bank. Huddled together, Kate shared a painful memory from her past. When she was 9, her father disappeared on Christmas Eve, and days later they discovered he had died in a tragic accident while trying to surprise the family as Santa Claus.
That's like one of those urban legends,
It is.
like that you heard when you were a kid. And then, like, I didn't realize that that was part of this movie. And when I was watching this, I was like, oh, that's one of those things that, like you've heard as a kid was like, oh, yeah, somebody's dad climbed in the chimney and then he died in there. And when I heard her say that, I was like, oh, that was from this movie. That's where people got that from.
Got it.
Which I must say, in my past chimney experience, you have to have a big ass chimney to be able to fit down it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like standard flues are only 12 inches.
Right. Like, you can't go down.
Yeah. There's no way you're just fitting in there.
Right. So that's a wives' tale.
What if you don't have a flue on your chimney?
Every chimney,
Then you're
every
not-
fireplace chimney has a flue. Hot water tank chimneys don't. They have a liner. We'll discuss more later.
I'll have an education on chimneys. Thank
That's
you.
your chimney facts 101.
Yeah.
Maybe her dad was only 12 inches.
Maybe.
She had a tiny dad.
So he slipped and fell and broke his neck in the chimney. And now Kate is just not a fan of Christmas whatsoever.
Oh, wait, is Santa only 12 inch?
Where are you going?
What?
Where are you going mentally here?
Well, Santa comes down the chimney. Is he only 12 inches big?
He's like
Magic.
Ant-Man, but he might have Ant-Man abilities.
Wow.
He can squeeze, so he can just. He's magic.
Okay. Wow.
That makes more sense.
Nobody explained that to me.
Deep thoughts by Jimmy.
I'm still thinking about it. I don't know. In every illustration, they make it sound like he just down.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they wanted to release that like knowledge of nanotechnology at that
he
point.
could-
Yeah, like I think that gives up something there.
Okay.
Just believe in magic, Janine.
Thank you.
That's it. So the trauma of losing Kate's dad in such a way left Kate in a deep, lasting sadness and a strong dislike for the holidays. Womp womp.
Would you have to like cut out the whole chimney to get your dead dad out of there?
Pretty much.
Wow. That would be.
Yeah, I think you'd have to just kind of cut into it.
Yikes. Like as a kid, that would be really traumatic.
We should have had Joe as a guest star to
Yeah.
tie into the schematics of chimneys.
Call him in as a star.
Yeah. Can I call a friend?
What? Phone a friend. Excuse me. We didn't need to know. Like if there's a dead guy inside of a chimney, would you have to cut out the whole
Right.
chimney to get him out?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So as dawn creeps closer, the trio finally discovered where the Gremlins had gathered, and they're at a local movie theater.
Right.
Right. The mischievous creatures crowded the darkened aisles, crackling at the flickering images on the screen.
Of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
And they're in there having a great time.
Yeah,
Having
they
such
love
a good
that movie.
time. They like throwing popcorn and
Yeah.
just like causing a muck all on this one movie theater. So perfect plan that they're all in there together, but with time running short and the sun about to rise, the trio devised a desperate plan. They rigged the building's gas lines and slipped out just in time. A deafening explosion tore through the quiet streets of Kingston Falls, and in an instant, the theater and nearly every gremlin inside was engulfed in flames. But one escaped. Who was it?
Oh.
Stripe.
Of course.
He'd slipped away before the blast, allured by the promise of candy from the Montgomery Ward store across the street. The chase led the trio
Every time.
Right. It's always candy.
Department stores, you could go to the department store and get candy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Remember, like, I think it was Higbee's. It was the second floor. Swedish fish.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Absolutely.
Like downtown.
And like those candy slices.
Westgate? Westgate Higbee's.
And like those candy slices, like the
Yeah, like the orange slice. Yeah. Melly still has those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why? Were they giving candy?
They don't give them. It was behind them.
Yeah, like a glass case.
You wouldn't spawn
like-
from there.
Oh.
Huh?
It was very fancy.
It was very fancy.
Kind of random.
Yeah. And then Horns had it too.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Brought that out of nowhere. I forgot that even.
Is that
Horns.
Horns.
Forgot Horns.
Horns and Jacks?
Ooh. Yes. Jax. I used to buy that strawberry shampoo there. It was like 2 parts. There was like a creamy part and then and then you would like mix it.
So is Jack's just pre-marks?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Jack's is over there by the home store where we got our
Yeah.
video games.
Was
Right.
Mark's brother.
Are you going to go into a story about this?
Okay. We don't have time.
We don't have time.
Oh my. Okay. Where was I?
I don't even know.
Stripe.
Candy.
Stripes.
Candy. Montgomery Ward.
Montgomery Ward candy. Chase led the trio into the deserted store. and shadows stretching along in the dim light. There they find Stripe crouched by a fountain, his claws ready to turn a single drop of water into an army. But before he could, Gizmo made his move. Racing to the skylight above, Gizmo tugged it open just as the first rays of sunlight broke through the clouds. The beams struck Stripe, his screech echoing through the empty store as his body withered away. When the light faded, only silence remained and the nightmare was finally over. So the chaos has now settled, leaving the small town quiet once more. On the television, the local news buzzed the reports of the strange incident, fragments of truth mixed with disbelief. Inside the Peltzer home, the family sat together, weary but relieved, when a familiar figure appeared at their door.
Mr. Wing.
Mr. Wing! Mr. Wing! The old shopkeeper stepped inside, his eyes heavy with disappointment. He had come to reclaim what was rightfully his, the small, gentle creature called Gizmo. His voice, calm yet firm, carried the weight of wisdom as he scolded the Peltzers for their carelessness. He spoke not only of their mistake, but of a deeper truth, how people in the Western world had grown reckless with the natural wonders they did not understand.
Ain't that the truth?
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
That's a really deep, lesson.
This is very deep.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make a comment after this.
Okay.
So the room fell silent. Billy lowered his gaze, guilt tugging at his heart. But as Mr. Wing turned to leave, the soft voice broke the stillness. Bye-bye, Billy, Gizmo whispered. The old man paused. A faint smile touched his lips, and the stemness in his eyes softened. He looked at Billy with quiet respect. Perhaps, he said gently, someday you will be ready. And with that, Mr. Wing carried Gizmo into the night, leaving behind a lesson that would stay with Billy forever.
Stay with young Billy forever.
Yeah, young, little, tiny Billy, the little, tiny boy.
But...
Scene. That was scene, right? That was it.
That's it.
That's it. That's movie.
Finn.
I mean, we didn't get into the super... majority of the movie is the absolute pure chaos.
Yeah.
You kind of just have to watch the movie to see.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know so much about this carelessness that the Peltzers had. I mean, it really wasn't... I mean, the clock wasn't there. They didn't unplug the clock to know it was after midnight.
But they weren't paying attention. And letting that little boy onto an adult man's bed with liquids.
Yes.
There's some careless behavior there. I mean,
I don't think that's what Mr. Wayne's talking about.
I think he's just judging Westerners.
Okay.
I think actually what he should be doing is scolding his grandson.
Yeah.
For,
stealing.
For selling Gizmo to a man that they didn't know.
Correct.
And
why would he do that? What was his incentive?
Right. This was all the grandson's fault. All of it.
The whole movie
for sure.
is the grandson's fault.
It's the grandson's fault.
Well, it wasn't Billy's fault that the water first happened. That was Pete.
Right, but it's Billy's fault for letting a small young boy in on his bed laying there with an open canister of water. That is Billy's fault.
Yeah.
And I think that it was also careless of the father
to do this and to do that.
To take on this responsibility from the get.
Right.
Not talking to your wife about it. Do not come home with animals.
Yeah, get your son a pet this is a pet that nobody knows how to take care of. I mean, it's
and why do you think your adult son wants that?
Right. It'd be like bringing home some weird pet from another country that nobody knows how to care for.
I'd be so mad at you.
I'd be like, what are we doing here? And we don't know how to feed it or take care of it.
Like they're a quirky family, right? Like
Apparently with those inventions.
with the inventions and, God, that mom deserves a vacation.
So I got really excited about the egg breaker invention.
Yeah, but it was awful.
It didn't work, but the concept of it was there.
It's fantastic. Yeah. I think all of them had like
Potential.
like an as seen on TV kind of thing.
Absolutely.
But, none of them actually worked.
Yeah, they're pretty awful.
Do we know all the inventions?
He had the pocket travel thing.
Like that was
Pocket travel.
Ricky.
I had a toothbrush, toothpaste that squirted all over him. A comb. Then he had that weird coffee machine. And she had a remote for something. Oh, the remote for the phone to answer the phone.
The bathroom buddy. The electric hammer.
Oh, yeah.
The ultimate fly swatter.
Yeah.
The coffee sludge maker.
Oh, my gosh.
The artichoke audio system.
I don't know what that was.
That must have been the remote.
The card shooter.
Oh, yeah.
The industrial strength blender. We all saw that.
Yeah.
It was like a wide open bowl.
Yeah.
You can't have a blender be a wide open bowl.
No.
The smokeless ashtray.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mega juicer. And the Egg Smasher 5000.
5,000.
The juicer, that was fun.
Yeah.
Because even the small child friend, he came in and he was like, this doesn't work.
Why don't you just get orange juice from a carton?
That was funny. That was really funny.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add about any scenes?
But Gizmo's cute. He drives the little car when he's in the department.
Candy shop, yeah.
Yeah, that was cute.
I think most of what I'll get into when we do our rating, but this movie was very well received. It got 87% on the tomato meter and a 78% on the popcorn meter. Our bestie, Roger Ebert, at the level of serious film criticism, it is a meditation on the myths in our movies. Christmas, families, monsters, retail stores, movies, boogeymen. At the level of pop movie going, it's a sophisticated, witty B movie, and he gave it 3 out of 4 stars.
How's it sophisticated?
Maybe because this was 84. I think for 84, and if we go back on our timeline here, I think the what do you call it? The special effects of the Gremlins was actually
Okay.
pretty good.
Considered.
Like if you go back, because Howard was 86. So I
feel like with
that's what he means. I don't know.
with all that happened in this movie, I feel like 11,000, or I'm sorry, 11 million was low.
Maybe
I mean, it wasn't
because there's so
Howard like
much
7.
made stuff. 86.
I mean,
Oh,
it was 7 million.
Was it 7 million? Thought they even got less than 7. Carolyn Westbrook of Empire magazine, the pitch black comedy works. And it makes you wonder how a generation of parents took their kids to see this. as children's entertainment without question. Ah, salad days.
So I like. I don't get that.
I don't understand.
Right, but
I remember the days when I used to eat salad.
At the theater.
Did not understand that part. But I mean, this has a cult following, and they've come out with 2 and now coming out with 3. What, in 2027?
Yeah.
So I mean, and like I was talking to a friend the other day, and she's like, I love Gremlins. I love it. I'm like thinking to myself, like, as a kid, like I was traumatized by it.
Mm-hmm.
But parents actually took their kids to see this as children's entertainment.
Well, I don't think you knew.
What was it rated?
It had to have been PG because there was no PG-13. It couldn't have been rated R. There was no
PG-13.
It couldn't have been PG-13. PG-13 didn't exist. PG-13 didn't happen until Al Gore's wife. Right?
Al Gore.
It says Gremlins was theatrically released on June 8, 1984 by Warner Brothers to critical and commercial success. However, it was heavily criticized for some of its more violent sequences. In response to this and to the similar complaints about Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Spielberg suggested that the Motion Picture Association of America alter its rating system, which it did within 2 months of the film's release, creating a new PG-13 rating. It was followed by a sequel, Gremlins 2, The New Batch.
PG-13 was introduced July 1st of 1984.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And this came out
June 8th.
June 8th of 80.
Wow. Okay.
So, wow, that's
Interesting.
But like, I think in the advertising, and we'd have to go on a deep dive of this, but like, you saw a cute gremlin.
Right. Yeah.
You did not see a molting gremlin.
No.
So I'm wondering if that's maybe what the criticism was, is that people probably were like, they assumed like, okay, I'm going to take my kid to this. And then after people got there and they got to the scary part, they were like, whoa, we didn't expect this. And then they were like,
right. But Tipper Gore, she had been like promoting this whole PG-13 thing for a long time, I believe. I don't remember when Bush Gore took that office, but I was 10. But I think this definitely helped push it over that hump to go, okay, there are PG movies that just shouldn't be seen by non-teenagers.
Right.
Because like at your age, that would have been terrifying.
I was terrified by it, and I never watched it since.
I'm sure thought it was scary too.
But then there's other people that I know that do love the movie, just watched it as they were getting older into their teens or whatever. But
so I initially rated PG in 1984, but its intensity was a major factor in the creation of PG-13.
Wow. Okay.
Shortly after its release.
Did it get reclassified? Or has it remained PG all these years?
It's remained PG.
Yeah, no, I would not show this to Luna.
But maybe that's what.
Wait a minute,
since today's youth, because we're not scaring the fuck out of our kids anymore.
Oh, they did change it. I'm sorry. So they did change it from PG to PG-13.
They did reclassify.
Yes, they did
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
Okay, I'm glad.
That was part of the reason. Because of this movie.
This makes sense.
New York Times gave it a splat. Gremlins is far more interested in showing off its knowledge of movie lore and making random jokes than in providing consistent entertainment.
Oh, GFY, Vincent Canby.
What?
Like that's
showing up its knowledge of movie lore. What does that even mean?
Right.
And making random jokes.
I don't think
The movie lore could be the whole cute gremlin marketing. Like luring people in and then
it's not.
It's knowledge of movie lore and making random jokes. That doesn't even make sense.
No, there were no random jokes. There were funny scenes, but they weren't random jokes. Did this guy watch the movie?
Yeah, now I'm wondering, like,
What?
okay, Christian Science Monitor rated it a 91. In many ways, though, Gremlins is ingenious. Gizmo yanks at your heartstrings with both furry fists and sits out a few scenes while suspense builds, then plunges back in for more vim than ever. The small town setting, right out of a gushy Frank Capra movie, manages to be timeless, nostalgic, and slightly ridiculous all at once.
I think that's a good synopsis. Yeah.
Chicago Tribune, a horror comedy about cute little Christmas toy pet who turn into murderous monsters. They don't murder people, do they? They did. Deagle. Wreaking havoc on a Norman Rockwellian town. There's a moral there someplace. Wait, where did our guy come from? New York Times?
Yeah.
You're looking. 50. Gremlins is far more interested in showing off and provide. Unfortunately, it's funniest when being most nasty.
Huh?
I don't get what you're saying, bro.
Huh?
TV Guide gave it the worst review. Dante gleefully trashes cliches and sentimental Capra-esque notions, but one should not forget this movie was given a PG rating and cynically aimed to draw an audience of small children who would no doubt be terrorized by this myth-shattering film.
Thank you.
But to be fair, they didn't have a different rating to give it.
I know, it would have been a stretch for an R rating. Because, there was no swearing, there was no sex or nudity. There's, it was slimy, slightly scary.
It's not like it's not like they could
And when Mrs. Deagle, I don't remember, how was she killed? Was it graphic? Or was it insinuated?
They did something to her chairlift, and she was like going up and up and up and flew out of the house.
Yes,
and landed on the sidewalk. Yeah,
I didn't realize that. And
then the police are sitting there like,
what?
This is Eagle.
I was like the police in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah,
What's going on over there? I wonder why.
Yeah, so I'm sure everybody just thought that was hilarious, not scary.
But the molted gremlins, again, salacious crumb, but they're just wreaking havoc.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not out there like Freddy Krueger with 10 gallons of blood.
No. So that it's not like it was scary.
Right.
I mean, I see Carol's reaction to it when she was a kid, that
they were scary little guys.
they were scary.
Like the one gremlin that was under Mr. Hansen's desk, and Mr. Hansen was trying to feed him, and then the gremlin grabbed him.
Yeah. And he got killed. He did. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of snuck in some murders. I think if they took the murders out, then I think it's an okay PG.
But they didn't have a PG-13 rating.
I know, but it wasn't enough to call it an R.
Right.
I know we're harping on this, but so for me, it doesn't rate on cringe for me at all. I'm rating that a 0. It's a not really cringe. I don't need to watch it again. I don't feel like I need to watch the second one, which I don't think I've ever seen. I have nothing against it. I have nothing for it. But did it age well? Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's a fine movie to watch. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's not cringy. Am I watching it on a Saturday? Probably not.
I agree.
Yeah.
It is not leveling on my cringe scale, so I give it a not really. Finally watching it after being traumatized as a kid from it, it still kind of was like, okay, I get why I really did not want to ever watch this movie.
Yeah.
But now as an adult watching it, it was still just, I don't like anything kind of creepy and gory, but it wasn't as gory as it definitely could have been. It wasn't like Alien. But I wouldn't watch it on a Saturday. I do think Mogwai is super duper cute.
Yeah. 100%.
I don't know if I would own one, but I would take a stuffed animal. Yeah. I think we all agree. It's not cringy. I would say that the parts that are supposed to be scary, I thought were hilarious. I didn't even realize that the old lady, the dog hater lady, I didn't even realize that she like didn't survive that. I just thought it was hilarious. Because like when I saw her take off up the stairs, I was laughing so hard that I didn't even think about what happened to her. Yeah, there was a comment somewhere in the movie of they took out Deagle. Yeah, and I didn't even like think about it because I just thought about how hilarious that she just there were actual, because I shouldn't say that I was watching it at work, but I was watching it in a place where other people were around that I was actually laughing out loud, and I was like, that was ridiculous. And I'm like, oh, other people are probably wondering what I'm doing. But of course, Gizmo is adorable. I don't know. I think like when they become like
Fried chicken eating,
and also the cocoons that are covered in
snot,
was pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
Again, there's like these cult following movies that I don't really understand. But I guess people probably don't understand why there's certain movies that I love. And there's people that I'm like, oh my God, I love Pee-wee. And they're like, why?
Yeah.
So, I get it that like maybe there's people who absolutely love this movie and they, I don't get it. It's not my thing. But, it is what it is. I don't think I'm rewatching it. If it came out on TV, I'd probably be like, I'm going to watch an old episode of South Park instead of this, like it's not going to be like something that I would pick, or then I'd watch like true crime on YouTube instead, or like, but I don't remember this movie.
The last movie I think we said we weren't going to watch again, which you weren't on,
Nightmare,
was Friday the 13th.
Oh. Yeah, I just don't.
Where we were all no's. And then we all had no's on Weird Science and Cocktail. So if you're presented with Weird Science, Cocktail, and Gremlins, which one are you watching?
Weird Science.
Weird Science.
None?
You got to pick one of
her. Cocktail.
Cocktail, really, that was another like bait and switch, right? Like that was another, like you really thought that was going to be about like the beach and a cocktail contest in Kokomo. And it was none of those things.
None of those things. I don't know. I mean, I don't remember Gremlins being, I guess I don't remember actually watching this movie. I felt like when I was watching it, it was the first time I've ever seen it.
Well, I think we've had that on a few movies where it's like Tootsie. But like,
Yeah. What? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think I would rewatch it.
okay.
Love it. Well, thank you for joining us at the Shermer High Alumni Association. If you had as much fun as we did, hit follow, leave a review, and share this episode with your fellow 80s movies lovers. Until next time, be kind and don't forget to rewind. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Cut.
Are we doing jazz hands?